In the glittering world of entertainment, where every smile can mean so much and every glance can be an unsolvable mystery, there are rare moments that manage to steal the audience's hearts. That moment came when Tian Xu Ning stood before Ziyu, and for the first time, he showed his true courage, without a mask, without pretense. Just his authentic self, with a gaze so deep, so meaningful, filled with a secret flame he could no longer hide. Fans who witnessed this moment fell silent. No one expected it, no one was ready. Time seemed to stop, as if it was reluctant to move on. All eyes were on them, on Xu Ning, who dared to break boundaries, and on Ziyu, who could only respond with an expression mixed with surprise and emotion. Courage is not always about loud words or grand gestures. Sometimes, courage is born from small things like an honest gaze. And that was Xu Ning's strength. When the camera focused on them, Xu Ning did not look away. There was no hesitation, no desire to hide his feelings. She stood tall, as if ready to open up a part of her heart that she had kept locked away. And that gaze, sharp yet gentle, brave yet fragile. Ziyu, who was usually able to maintain his composure, looked a little shaken this time. His smile was so thin, almost invisible, but enough to show that he felt something. A small response, but one that further intensified the tension between them. What made this moment so powerful? It wasn't just because Xu Ning was looking at Ziyu, but because that gaze spoke more than 1,000 words. There was courage, there was admiration, and maybe even some unspoken affection. Fans who paid attention to every detail realized that Xu Ning's gaze was different this time. He wasn't acting, he wasn't following a script. It was the real him. A moment of honesty that is very rare in the entertainment world. And Ziyu? His mysterious gaze only fueled speculation. He didn't refuse, he didn't avoid it. By holding that gaze, he seemed to let the world wonder, was there something deeper behind all this? What made this moment even more unforgettable was how it shook the hearts of fans. Thousands of comments flooded social media in just a matter of hours. Video clips highlighting Xu Ning's gaze at Ziyu were repeatedly played, shared, and analyzed by fans around the world. Some said, "This is no ordinary gaze. It's the gaze of someone who is hiding something deeper." Others exclaimed, "Xu Ning's gaze was a silent confession." It was as if everyone felt the same vibration. Xu Ning's courage that day was no small thing, but a statement. Of course, a moment this big couldn't escape speculation. Some fans believed that Xu Ning and Ziyu had a closer relationship than they showed in public. Others thought it was just a natural reflection of their deep friendship. But whatever the speculation, one thing was clear. Xu Ning's courage opened the door to his fans' imagination and hopes. They write theory after theory, create fan art, and even craft their own narratives about what truly happened behind that gaze. What sets this moment apart from a mere ordinary interaction is how real it feels. Unlike acting on screen, unlike agency-designed gimmicks, everything flows so genuinely, so authentically. Xu Ning appears to be a man who has finally dared to step out of the shadows, revealing his heart, even if only through his eyes. Ziyu, on the other hand, with all her calmness and charm, responds in a way that makes the audience even more curious. Is this just a coincidence? Or is this a glimpse of the truth that they can no longer hide? To this day, that moment remains a mystery. There has been no clarification from either Xu Ning or Ziyu. They have chosen to remain silent, allowing the world to interpret it in their own way. But that is precisely where the appeal lies, because mysteries always captivate the human heart. That secret glance, which lasted only a few seconds, has now become a small legend among fans. Xu Ning may not have said a word that day, but with his courage, he said more than words could ever express. Sometimes, it only takes one small step to change everything. And for Xu Ning, that small step was the courage to look at Ziyu honestly. For fans, that moment was a precious gift, a reminder that even in a world full of pretense, moments of honesty can still appear out of nowhere. Moments that make us believe that true feelings cannot be hidden forever. And now, the only question that remains is, will Xu Ning's courage continue? Was that secret gaze just the beginning of a bigger story? Or will everything remain a secret that only two intertwined hearts can understand? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. That day, Xu Ning created an eternal moment. A moment that will continue to be talked about, remembered, and make hearts flutter every time people mention his name alongside Ziyu's. That secret gaze may have been brief, but its power will last a long time. It was courage born from the heart, and that courage made the world pause for a moment, just to watch the two of them. That glance may have lasted only a few seconds, but its impact shook the hearts of so many people. Now, the question is, will Xu Ning show his courage again? Will Ziyu respond to that secret glance with an answer? Or will all of this remain a mystery, known only to the two of them? One thing is certain. This moment has been recorded as one of the most memorable interactions, and fans will never stop talking about it. See you in the next video, and don't forget, let your hearts keep wondering, because behind every gaze, there's always a story waiting to be revealed.